Hi guys, this is R-Star26 with Bitter Old Goons Gaming, coming at you tonight with part 2 of our playthrough of Pillars of Eternity. Where we left off last time was upon entering this ruin. I'm looking forward to getting through this ruin tonight and seeing what's on the other side of it. For anyone who's joining us for the first time, I've never played Pillars of Eternity before. I was a big fan of CRPG games like Neverwinter Nights and Baldur's Gate, and I've really enjoyed my time in this game so far. So without further ado, let's
Ready when you are.
head on into this ruin. Oh, like there's some lower levels that are blocked off by rubble.
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
What happened out here? She's explaining that it was a windstorm, the BOGG. And we were attacked by some hut dwellers. It looks like these hut dwellers, these Glanfathons, don't attack without being provoked, so something's got them riled up. And everyone else in our caravan is dead. That's too bad. Heodan takes a step forward and his knees buckle and he falls on the ground. He claws his way back up.
Could we maybe stay here and rest a few hours? I've lost some blood. It seems quiet off to the left. Might be a place to rest there.
Looks like he wants to go get some
I hate
rest.
to say this, but we can't afford to stay put. Those Glonfathans were riled about something. Could be we got company in here. Looters will be armed and ready to kill, and there's probably a lot of them. We can't be caught sleeping in their beds.
Please, I just need to lie down for a while. Then we can move as fast as you want.
I think we're gonna have to make a choice here. Heodan wants to rest and she wants to
Maybe
push on.
you didn't hear me. We are gonna die in here if we don't get moving and get this place figured out before the looters come back. We've either got to find the exit or a damn good place to hide.
There we go. We've got a choice to make. So we can either let him rest or press on. I think I'm going to go with the lawful good choice and let Heodan rest. He's obviously in pain and I don't want him to die.
This will be the end of us. No offense, but there's people out there I'd much rather die for.
She's kind of a bit of a bag.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we got a tooltip that just explains to us these camping supplies. If we run out, we need to find an inn.
Just say the
So
word.
let's move off to the left like Heodan suggested and see if we can't find this place to rest.
Wonder who was here.
Oh, there we go.
Let's see if they left anything useful behind.
Let's see if they've left anything useful behind. We got a crate with a mace. Oh, that's a torch. And a shield. And... oh, there's a mace. Camping supplies. And a hammer and chisel. So let's try and use these camping supplies. Don't see them in our inventory. But we got some camping supplies here. Can't click it. Check our toolbar. Oh, there we go. Camping supplies. 3. And apparently we can switch to new weapons. We'll close that for now and we'll camp. Camping allows your party members to restore lost health and receive a camping bonus. That's cool. We can choose our bonuses. So we've got an option of damage reduction, heal multiplier, and movement. It looks like there's 3 other bonuses we can get. I'm guessing there's maybe different qualities or ranks of camping supplies, but I think we'll leave it on damage reduction for now, as that's always a benefit to have. And we've got a little cutscene of a campfire. That's neat. So it looks like we're all rested up. Aodan stretches, and he probes a gash on his stomach. It's starting to heal.
By the gods, that's better. I think I'm ready to find a way out.
He sits up and looks around and realizes that Kalisha has ditched us. What a bitch. And she stole our water skin.
Damn her. She took all our water.
So let's maybe try and hurry and catch her.
Yeah?
We'll head the other direction. And got a fork in the road. We can go up or we can go right. Let's maybe try going right. I always tend to go right. I don't know why. Probably not the best tactic, but it is what it is. And we've got ourselves what appears to be a kobold. And they're called Zorips in this game. Doesn't look too friendly. Let's try saying that we won't hurt it. Recoils, fingers wrapped tightly around its spear. But obviously he's not going to respond well. Let's fight it. Use our bow attack, and we will send the other two Stag and Haildan in. Got him.
Ready when you are.
Cool, let's loot his corpse. Ooh, spear, shield, and some amethysts. What are amethysts? Darkest purple are most valuable. They're not worth what they were years ago. Take everything anyways.
Ready when you are.
Got some jars here. With a bow. Is it any better than what I got? No, they're the same. And some lockpicks.
Just say the word.
Ooh, we got a corpse ahead. Let's check that out. He's got a crossbow, his armor, a gem, that is. Brilliant blue gem has been sculpted to look like an eye. That's cool. Torch and a journal. Blood soaked and torn. So it looks like he got a hold of this gem and he thinks it might lead to some treasure. So we'll go ahead and loot that and see where that leads us. As I said, I usually take the right-hand path. I'm curious as to whether or not we got a map. Map M. Oh. Looks to me that this chamber to the left actually connects back to where we were, and then it leads off to the right. So we'll explore this right-hand cavern first and see if there's anything of value up this way. Oh. We do have a Skulder Whelp. Let's take him down.
Ready when you are.
Got him.
Ready when you are.
What kind of goodies he's got? An ear. That's kind of gross.
Not a
Some
problem.
more pots here. With a hatchet. One-handed hatchet. So that's pretty cool. When you actually look at, you can enchant items and click the compare button and it'll compare it to whatever you have. That's pretty neat. I think we'll play around with this enchanting later. I don't think we have... Doesn't look like we have any mats anyways, so... We'll just exit out of that, and we're going to take the hatchet and push on. We're at a dead end.
take a look at the wall. Think we could get through?
A wall we can interact with. A crack runs along this wall from floor to ceiling. A light gust of air passes through it. We can either push it or use a hammer and chisel to weaken the wall. Let's try pushing on it first. Despite the damage, the stone looks heavy and solid. Send Heodan or try it myself. Let's try it myself. With all my might, and the crack begins to spread. Finally, I feel the ancient masonry give away. The wall crashes down, revealing a circular room ahead. So it looks like because my might was 16, I managed to successfully push the wall over by myself. That's pretty neat.
Just say the word.
Let's push on.
I could scout ahead.
Oh. Oh, we got a fight. So Heodan had said he wants to scout, but now it looks like we're in battle. So we're going to go ahead and just kill this guy before we do anything else.
I could scout ahead. See what's around the
there's another one. Whoa, that was crazy. I'm not too sure why my character's not shooting, but we killed them both and we split that one into a million pieces. So
just say the word.
that's cool. And we kicked the pieces. Doesn't look like there's anything in this room we can interact with. I'm holding the tab key down right now, and that kind of highlights the things that you can interact with, and it doesn't look like there's anything, so we'll keep going.
Do you feel that? There's a draft coming through that wall. I don't hear any sign of that storm either.
Looks like we might be near the end of the cavern. Oh, we got another combat. Spider rings.
Ready when you are.
Oh, we got another one. Got them both down.
Just say the word.
Mostly done. Alright, we can go right, we can go left. Okay. So it looks like left reconnects back with where we were. So, because he had mentioned that draft in this area, I think we're going to go left and see what lies kind of in between here, since it just reconnects. We got here. Looks like we have some kind of puzzle, or I'm going to guess this is a trap of some sort. And it looks like Kalisha died stepping on one of these tiles. That is Kalisha? Yeah. So I think I'm not going to risk stepping on one of these. We'll go back around to where these unlighted tiles are and see if we can't loot her corpse.
Just say the word.
I like that you can scroll well ahead and give your characters orders to move far in advance. That's pretty handy. Here we are on the other side.
What are those symbols?
And we're going to approach this corpse. Now, here's a tip of advice I learned from playing some of the classic CRPGs like Neverwinter Nights and Baldur's Gate, is that movement can be a little bit janky at times. So sometimes it's better to separate your party and only use one person so as to not risk accidentally stepping on one of these other tiles. I'm going to go ahead and select my character, and we're going to move him
Poor Kalisha.
in here. And she got a bunch of loot. So we got an axe, shield, 2 pairs of armor, the water skin she stole from us, lockpicks, and some torches. So we'll go ahead and collect that. Walk on back, and I noticed a door up here.
Ready when you are.
We'll reselect everybody, and we're going to head through that door. Oh, accidentally closed it.
That roundish symbol. I'm pretty sure I saw it on one of the tiles back there.
There we got some pillars that got some glowing symbols that kind of resemble the symbols in this area. So let's see if we can't interact. Yes, it looks like we can touch these. So let's see what that is. A symbol of a pattern circle is inscribed on this pillar. An unlit brazier sits at its base. It could be lit if you had the means. So it looks like if you were like a godlike character, you must have an ability to start fires. We can't do that, but we do have some torches. So let's try to equip a torch. Put it in our second weapon set. And then we're going to have to light that. So
Yeah?
swap that out. And we'll interact with the
Not a
brazier.
problem.
There we go. Use the torch to light the brazier. Oh, and it looks like it altered one of these squares. So let's try the next brazier. Oh, that did another one. Two, it looks like. And we got another 2. And another 2. Another 2, so it looks like the symbols are corresponding with the ones that it's turning off, so that's pretty cool. There we go, so we got a whole pile of them out.
Ready when you
That's
are.
neat. Push on, we'll check out what's up these stairs. We can interact with this mural. Mural's ancient, yet the colors are bright and vivid. They show a procession of Anguithans, and it disappeared really fast. From all the Kith races of Mana, Elf, Orlan, Dwarf, Human, they walk among the pillars. Similar to the ones that span this chamber, each one topped with a flame.
Ready when you are.
I think there's anything else we can do up here, though. Oh. Stairs, and we'll proceed through this door. More pillars, but we can't interact with these. Oh, we got some combat here. We got a black ooze. He's got his torch out still. Whoops. There we go.
Yeah?
Got a corpse on the ground here too.
You're...
Got him down.
Yeah?
Got some loot on him. 2 ooze plasmids. Okay. So it looks like they must have like an area loot system in effect, that if you have a bunch of dead bodies that are in one area, you can loot them all. That's pretty handy. But it didn't include this corpse, so... Got a pole axe. And let's
Not a problem.
continue moving in. Oh. This viscous and oily muck things to anything.
What's that muck on the wall?
And we can interact with this face as well. Viscous slick of something dark and tar-like runs down this wall. The shapes and bulges in the ooze suggest that something lies beneath it, but we can't tell what. Let's use our water skin to clear it off. You rinse the ooze away, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. The sunburst surrounding it has chipped away in places, but the details of his head, from the light curls of hair to the rigid ridges of his pointed ears, still showcase remarkable craftsmanship. One eye socket is empty. A gem fills the other. We have lost our water skin. Let's place the gem in the eye socket. The chamber begins to rumble, stray rocks dancing across the tile floor. Finally, a large section of the wall gives way. That was cool. And we got combat. So, let's send everybody in. I don't think I can reach him. We're going to move him forward. We'll send the stag in and send Heodan in.
Yeah?
Don't know why
Ready when you are.
he's not attacking. Oh, we killed him anyways.
Ready when you are.
Item, some ooze. What's in here? Ooh. Something to loot. Minor cloak of protection. Sweet. Bonus to fortitude, reflex, and will. An amethyst and an adra. Connect crystalline structure. So that must be these green things here. We're gonna take that stuff and we'll check out that cloak. I'm excited about that. Pop that on our character here. Sweet.
Ready when you are.
And we'll come back because it doesn't look like there's anything else we can do here. Come back here. And open up my map here and see that, yeah, so we've connected everything here. Normally I wouldn't kind of rush through here, but kind of one thing I learned, as I mentioned before, was selecting your characters and moving them through is the safest way to do that. We're going to take the shortcut back through here, but I'm going to do it individually so as not to step on these tiles. Go. We'll reselect
Just say the word,
and we will continue on. Oh, we got some combat with a spear spiderling.
Ready when you are.
Oh, she got a friend, a big spider.
Ready when you are.
Sure why the main character, you must have to select each enemy for him to attack. The other AIs, or the Stag and Heodan, must be like AI characters and have their own ability to attack. Spider leg, we'll take that. Let's see if there's anything we can interact with. Got a wall. That's as large as chickens are strung up. And we've got another crevice we can check out. Ooh, a rapier and a bloodstone. Bloodstone. Darkstone, often a deep green. Well, that looks red, so whatever. But the presence of the pockets of iron or red jasper resembling the lettering of the stone its name as well as its value. So, I think we're going to equip that rapier into our second weapon set, just in case we get into some trouble and need to have a melee weapon. It looks like we got an exit here, and we got another passageway here, so we'll check that passageway out before we leave. And we've got a body and a jar. He's got a helm. Sweet, we haven't picked up one of them before. Come in many forms, fully padded or enclosed. Personal preference. I don't see any armor stats on it, so maybe the helmets are just cosmetic, I don't know, but we'll take it and let's see if anything changes. No armor value, but we'll throw it on anyways, why not? There, we're starting to look like a soldier now. Loot that jar. Got a jasper. Frequently red or green. This one's green. Take that, and we've got an agate. Often used by craftsmen for the bright colors.
Yeah?
So we'll take them. And we're now at the exit of the cavern. I think we've explored everything. Everything that I can see anyways. So, without further ado, let's leave this ruin. It's probably where I'm going to shut it down, but we'll see what lies beyond. Oh, there we go. We're out. I see a statue here, so on a little structure. I'm intrigued to see what that is. I don't see anything else up there, so let's go on down. Got a cutscene here. So it says that 4 figures stand in front of it. In the middle is a colorless statue-like guy. And I don't know what that guy is. There we go. The figure closest to the machine stands out. He's got a thick gray beard and a face covered by a metallic mask. He's got 2 protrusions that look like the wings of a malevolent creature.
Both binder bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book.
The crushing weight of the book. I wonder what that means.
Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Interesting. Oh, that's cool. Doesn't look like they're gonna live. Blinding light. We go for an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. And then all at once it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black, unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place. Another time, you stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with azure and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of azure pierces the floor below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus, much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them. And they are all questions, pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or... At the base of the pillar now you see a man with a thick grey beard and ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking towards him now, and at a pace that is hurried while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. Ooh, are we going to ask? Does not appear so. Here we are, we're waking up. You awaken to find your malaise has broken, only to be replaced with something more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tick. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures at the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. Apparently we're now fatigued. Fatigue goes through multiple stages, getting worse and worse. The easiest way is to rest. You find Heodan a short distance away in a shallow lake of his own blood. Well, that sucks. We had gone through that hassle of letting him rest, and now he is toast. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. It looks like we need to head to this Gilded Veil. Oh! We've earned enough experience to advance a level. Sweet. So I know I had said that I would quit when we finish the ruins, but I think that maybe leaving on advancing a level would be a good note. Looks like Heodan has dropped some loot for us, so let's see if we can't pick his corpse apart. For some reason I can't click him.
Ready when you are.
Well, that sucks. Is my inventory full or what? Maybe too much stuff on me? I don't know. Well, that's odd. We'll leave that be for now. Maybe it's a bug or a glitch or something like that. I'm not too sure. But we'll level up our character and then we'll shut it down for the night. Head to the Gilded Vale on our next part. Here we go. Skills. Skills allow your character to perform specialized actions like scouting, detecting traps, picking locks, or reading scrolls. Can also help overcome obstacles. That's cool. So I don't recall when we created our character that we had the ability to spend any skill points. There's some various different ones like stealth, athletics, lore, mechanics, survival. It looks like we have some skills in stealth and survival, so I'm going to guess those are kind of primary to our class. I'm not too sure. So yeah, it looks like Ranger and Hunter get a bonus to those skills. That must have been from class creation or whatever. So we're going to go ahead and pour some skills into that. Athletics helps with endurance and second wind. Lore has to do with knowledge and trivia, esoteric topics. That's kind of cool. Helps with scripted interactions, so that might be worth putting a point into. So mechanics, that's open locks, disable traps. I've always liked to put points into disabling traps and especially opening locks. I find that sometimes you get some pretty good loot from treasure chests that you don't necessarily have a key or can't find the key for, so that might be something to consider, but let's have a look at survival. Oh wow. Survival grants a lot of bonuses. Damage reduction, healing multiplier, bonus movement, accuracy bonus versus creature type, increased consumable duration, and bonus damage versus flanked enemies. I think that's going to be really helpful for our Ranger. So, it can also be used in conversations and scripture. Wow, let's put our points into that. We got 1 point left. I might take that out of lore and put it into survival since it also helps with skill conversations, skilled conversations. So we'll put that there and move on to the next tier. So we've got talents. Talents are used to customize your character beyond your class. So it looks like we've got some class talents. So it looks like it must be abilities and things like that that are useful to your class. Offensive. Looks like general offensive bonuses, weapons, marksman, different kind of weapon focuses. Defensive, I think it's self-explanatory. That is defensive talents, so damage reduction, things like that. And then we have utility, which looks like there's some healing, wound binding, running fast, or something like that. We'll go back to class. I think we're going to go with the class. Let's look at what these are. Vicious Companion. Looks like extra damage for your companion. Accurate wounding shot. Buffs your bow skill. Your wound shot skill. Your Resilient Companion. Damage reduction. Faithful. It's 30. Defense against charm, dominated, confused. And Merciless, which is 30% damage. That's a pretty big bonus, but as I mentioned before, I'm not a huge fan of companions, so I'm probably going to put my points into accurate wounding shot, which is the only option that's available for us that's going to buff any of our bow skills. So we're going to go ahead and select that and click next. And that looks like what we get for leveling up this round. We're going to go ahead and commit that. And we've got an option to review their stats. But I had committed to playing through this ruin. We went a little bit farther and watched this cutscene here and leveled up our character. So on this note, I'm going to go ahead and save the game and shut it down for the evening. If you like what you've seen, please like, share, and subscribe to Bitter Old Goons Gaming's YouTube channel. If you have any tips, tricks, or questions, please feel free to post them in the comments on the video or on our Reddit page. We're going to have this on the Project Eternity Reddit page. So thanks for joining us. Please stay tuned for the part 3 of Pillars of Eternity, where we make our way over to the Gilded Vale. Thanks for joining and have a great night.